So here we are on day 13 of our course closure and the stay-at-home mandate by Yolo County. Hopefully you've been getting your golf fix, and as you can see from those previous clips, I've been doing some things to get my golf fix. Today's video comes from a request by one of our members, Borg Holly. Borg sent me an email, and in it he asked, if possible, could you do a video regarding your putting stance, grip, arm position, and how, where you generate the energy for the swing. So let's talk about that. In today's lesson, you're going to need a few things. You'll need a putter. You'll need a putting stick if you have one. You'll need a golf ball. And of course, you'll need your favorite music. There's the Bluetooth speaker. We've got some piano playing today. So let's talk about putting stance and arm position first. What I want you to do is get your putter. Go ahead and hold it. We'll talk more about the grip in just a moment. But go ahead and hold it with your current putting grip. And I want you to hold your putter straight out away from you. We're going to do this two different ways. So what I want you to do is you're holding your putter straight out away from you with your arms straight. Notice how the putter becomes an extension of my arms. What I want you to do, the first way, what I want you to do is lower your arms until you feel your upper arms rest against your rib cage. So once again, arms outstretched in front of you, the putter is an extension of your arms. Lower your arms until your upper arms rest against your rib cage. Then I want you to tilt from the hips until the putter touches the ground. Here's what it looks like when you can see my feet all the way up to my head. After you tilt from the hips, go ahead and flex your knees slightly. The second way I want you to do this, go ahead and start with the arms outstretched, putter extension as an extension of your arms, and instead of lowering your arms, this time what I want you to do is I want you to bend your elbows and bring the putter closer to you until your arms rest against your rib cage. So here it is again. Here's a face-on view. Once your arms are resting against your rib cage, now tilt from the hips again. This time my arms will be a little bit more bent than the first example. Here's the side view. Once you feel that connection of the arms and the rib cage, tilt from the hips and lower the putter down to the ground. Either one of those can work. Experiment with both and see which feels more comfortable to you. So let's talk about the grip next. I'm going to show you 5 different ways you can hold the putter. Number 1 will be right hand low. Number 2 will be left hand low. Number 3 will be both hands even. Number 4 will be the claw grip, of which there will be a couple different styles for that. And then finally, the arm lock grip. Let's talk about each of those in more detail. So most of you know there's a flat part to a putter grip. And that's usually in the front part of the grip or the top part of the grip, however you want to refer to that. But there's a flat part of this grip. So for our first right hand low grip, let's start with our palms together, facing each other. And then we're just going to slide our right hand below our left hand and then let our thumbs rest on the flat part of the grip. And the rest of the fingers will just curl underneath the grip. You can have your hands touching. you can take the left hand index finger off of the grip, slide the hands together so that they're touching, and then just let the index finger rest along the right hand of your grip. We call that the reverse overlap. Either way is fine, either the 10 fingers like this with the thumbs on the flat part of the grip, or the reverse overlap. Our second grip, the left hand low grip or cross-handed grip, will start the same way. We'll have our palms together, facing each other. This time let's slide our left hand below our right hand. Let our thumbs rest on the flat part of the grip and let the fingers curl underneath. Very similar to the right hand low or the conventional grip, except this time we just switch the hands. Our third grip, where the hands are even. So once again, we'll start with our hands together, palms facing each other. And here we'll just let the fingers curl underneath. A lot of times we'll see people that use this grip will have their index fingers pointing down, both index fingers pointing down the club. And let your fingers curl underneath. For this grip, I recommend using a fatter grip, like a super stroke type of grip. You can have both hands be even with each other. And that's our third option. Our fourth grip will be what we call the claw grip. For the claw grip, I'll hold the putter in my left hand first as a right-handed golfer. I'll take my right hand and I'll hold it a couple different ways. First off, let me show you from this angle. I'm going to position my right hand like this. Here's the face-on view. And here's the other side view. So this right hand just moves right along the target line, just like this. Let me show it to you from a face-on view. This is all the right hand is going to do. Normally, my palm is facing the target, and I do this. But with the claw grip, the back of my hand faces outward, and my hand moves like this. Some people like to hold it like a pen, so I'll take my index finger, stick it out a little bit, curl my other fingers. Try to get a little close up here. And just take the side of my middle finger, put it right against the side of the grip. Index finger goes down here. Again, my hand still works like this, rather than the palm facing the target. So again, that's our claw grip. Our fifth and final grip is we're going to be using what we call the arm lock putter. I'll hold a conventional putter up next to it, and you can see the difference in length. With our arm lock putter, what we're going to do is once again hold the putter in our left hand. Notice how much of this grip sticks out because it's so long. Then what I'll do is I'll lean the shaft forward until it touches the inside of my left arm. Then I'll take my right hand, and you've got a variety of options again. You can go right hand low. You can go left hand low. Or you can go claw grip. with either method. The idea is the golf shaft becomes an extension of the left arm. Notice how this grip never comes off of my arm. It stays attached. So why all the different grips? The most common swing fault I see in putting is during the stroke, I'll see wrists break, which makes distance control and club face control very hard to be consistent with. So we want to keep the wrists out of the putting stroke. We don't want to have any wrist movement, whether it's right hand low, left hand low, hands even, the claw, or the arm rock. Whichever of those allow you to have the least amount of or zero wrist break during the stroke, that's going to be your best grip option. Another way to tell which grip option is best for you is to use a putting stick. Remember, when you use a putting stick, you're trying to roll the ball off the end of the stick. If the ball falls off either side, then you're not starting your ball off on the intended line. So if I can start my ball off on my intended line, I'm going to experiment with each of those grips to see which works best and feels the most comfortable and allows me to roll it off the end of the putting stick more consistently. Here's an example. So last but not least, let's talk about the stroke itself. If you remember from my first putting video, I said to keep your knees and your head very still. What actually creates the motion of the putting stroke is to have your shoulders rock. You're going to create the connection between your upper arms and your rib cage. Maintain that connection and just allow the shoulders to rock. Another common swing fault I see is rather than having the shoulders rock, the swing fault is for them to rotate and the shoulders open up. It usually causes a miss to the left. So allow the shoulders to create the motion, create the connection with your upper arms and your rib cage, no wrist action. And you'll find yourself becoming a much better putter.